Welcome. In today's hospitality landscape, making a guest feel genuinely valued is so much more important than just making a sale. In this explainer, we're going to dive into how you can effectively present value without applying pressure, a skill that truly builds trust and loyalty. This guide is really designed to support your professional growth and give you the practical skills you actually need to excel in the modern hospitality industry. So, to really master this, we'll start by getting inside the mind of the modern guest. Then we'll explore the incredible power of your own intention, equip you with a really practical communication toolkit, learn how to transform hotel features into memorable experiences, and finally, we'll see how it all comes together to build that all-important long-term trust. Okay, first up, let's explore the modern guest's mindset. It's so important to understand why the old ways of selling just aren't effective in our industry anymore. Just look at the contrast here. On the left, you've got these high-pressure tactics. They immediately create a competitive feeling, right? It puts the guest on the defensive. But in contrast, a value-based dialogue is totally collaborative. It's all about guiding and informing, which builds a solid foundation of trust, not resistance. The reason for this big shift is pretty simple. Information. Our guests are more informed than ever. They've already done their homework, they've read all the reviews, and because of this, they are incredibly sensitive to even a hint of a forced sale. The second they sense it, that trust just evaporates. And that brings us to a really crucial concept, the power of your intention. This is about a fundamental shift in your mindset, from thinking I need to sell to I want to help. It's so important to remember that your intention is basically transparent. Guests are incredibly perceptive. They can feel whether your recommendation is coming from a genuine desire to help them or from a need to hit a sales target. That genuine goal to assist, that's what we call a pressure-free intention. When your intention is authentic, the result is just powerful. Guests feel heard, they feel respected, and what could have been a sales pitch turns into a collaborative conversation. This is the bedrock right here. This is how you build real trust. So, how do we actually put this new mindset into practice? Well, let's open up our communication toolkit and look at 3 essential skills that really bring this helpful intention to life. The toolkit is pretty straightforward. Master your tone, use silence strategically, and listen actively. These 3 skills work together perfectly to create an environment where the guest feels comfortable and, most importantly, in control. Let's focus on silence for just a moment, because it's so often underestimated. After you present an option, the natural instinct is to fill the quiet, right? But pausing does the exact opposite of creating pressure. It communicates respect for the guest's intelligence and gives them the space they need to actually consider your suggestion. And the same thing applies to your tone. If you sound rushed, or maybe even a little too excited, it can signal that you're more invested in the sale than in their comfort. A calm, relaxed, conversational pace that invites questions and makes the guest feel like their input is genuinely welcome. So, with the right mindset and the right tools, it's time to focus on what you're communicating. This is all about shifting your language from just listing features to describing real, tangible guest experiences. Look at this powerful shift in language here. We don't sell elite checkout. We offer a more relaxed, unrushed departure. We don't sell a higher floor, we offer stunning city views and quieter surroundings. See? You're no longer just listing things, you're painting a picture of how you can improve their personal experience. And here's the key. You connect that benefit directly to something the guest has already shared with you. If they mention needing to work, then premium Wi-Fi isn't just a feature, it's the promise of a stress-free video call. This completely transforms your suggestion from an upsell into a thoughtful, personalized solution for them. Finally, let's look at the ultimate outcome of this whole approach, building long-term trust and the incredible rewards that come right along with it. A huge moment of truth is when a guest says, "No, thank you." How you respond is absolutely critical. Accepting their decision with grace reinforces that your priority was their well-being all along. Believe me, that single act can secure more trust than a successful upgrade ever could. This approach leads to a massive long-term payoff. You're not just completing a transaction anymore, you're building a relationship. And that is what fosters true loyalty, turns guests into advocates for your hotel, and makes future suggestions feel like a totally natural part of excellent service.
So, to sum it all up, pressure-free communication isn't about avoiding recommendations. No, it's the art of enhancing a guest stay through suggestions that are thoughtful, relevant, and offered in a spirit of genuine collaboration and support.
So, as you go forward, I want you to ask yourself this. In your very next guest interaction, how are you going to turn a simple transaction into a lasting relationship?